You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom, and I know this video is late. Usually I'd have it up a lot earlier, but EA have been trolling us and they just haven't released it. So we've literally only just got it. I'm uploading it just as they all go into pack, so you've probably already seen it, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because, you know, it's a good thing to do. Anyway, we're looking at week. The week is 15th of February, and we're going until the 22nd of February. And this is Team of the Week, so let's have a look who we got. We got Odin Wingy up front. Gold for West Brom, Nigeria. Might go into a lot of Nigerian teams. Can't see him going into many Premier League teams just because there's a lot of better options, to be honest, and they'll be cheaper. Second in form, Adebayor. Stats look pretty beast this time. We got pace of 84, shooting of 88. That's very tasty. Passing of 80 and dribbling of 84. All look pretty decent, and his heading stats aren't too bad either. 79. So a very good all-round striker if that's what you're after. We then have Raul Garcia. Doesn't look like he's going to be anything special, to be honest. 81 rating. So many better Spanish centre mids in Liga BBVA that you could choose from, so I can't imagine him going for all that much. Probably discard price. We then have Steven Pienaar. Oh, he looks like his dribbling's amazing. Considering his pace is quite slow, actually looks like a decent player. I mean, you think that pace with high dribbling is what you need, but sometimes slow pace players can actually be really good when they've got high dribbling stats. They basically, the ball will be magnetised to their feet. So Pienaar from Everton may be worthwhile having a look at. The other player we have here is Matuzalem from Lazio, Serie A player. So he's also Brazilian, which is actually quite interesting because it's very difficult to actually it's not that difficult to hybridise Serie A and Brazil, but actually if this guy turns out to be better than Hernandez, who's the other centre attacking mid, player, he might go for a bit, because then people can hybridise their Serie A teams with Brazil. We then have second in form Baja Valero. I'm gonna say the first one was shit. I know that's that's rude, but whatever. He was so bad. If this one's any as bad as his last one, don't bother getting him. So we then have Obraniak, Polish player from FC. Is that Bordeaux? Yes, I think it is Bordeaux. Yes, Bordeaux. That's me being a retard. Anyway, looks like a decent midfielder, but again, I don't think he'll ever take the place of Gurkov or Menez, so he's going to have a hard time fitting into many League One teams. Maybe the Polish teams will take him. We then have Melberg at centre-back. He plays for, is that Olympiacos? Yes, it is Olympiacos. Swedish player. Can't see him going for much, to be honest. Good defending stats, good heading stats, but the pace is just diabolical. So unless he's got some beast physical stats like 100 strength or something stupid like that, then I can't see him being worth all that much. We have Escorial Garay, who plays for Benfica. Now, I used to have him on Football Manager, and he was beast then. Promised to be like one of the players of the future, but hasn't really fulfilled his potential, I don't think, especially since he's been transferred to Benfica. Has pace of 60, which is decent for a centre back. Not that decent, but we're working with not much here. Might go into a lot of Argentinian teams. That's where I could see him ending up. Not so, and maybe a few other teams as well. But I can't see him, being worth all that much either. I hate to say it, this is quite a bad team of the week. In goal we have Emilia. You'll see I've skipped one out, but I'm going back to him in a second. Emilia in goal, who plays for Milan. 81 rating. I mean, it's hard to say whether it would be worth anything. I mean, he is Italian, he does play for Milan, but obviously there's Abbiati, who's worth, discard value as a goal player, and he's rated higher, so why would you go for Emilia other than just to have an informed goalkeeper in? We then have Asuakoto as well, who looks like probably the best player of Team of the Week, other than Adebayor, just because he's going to be a contender for Premier League left back. I mean, how many left backs have better pace than 85? And he's got decent defending stats, great dribbling stats, great passing stats, and decent shooting stats. I mean, really is a very, very strong player there who plays for Tottenham. We'll now move on to the bench and have a look who we've got. We have Lekic, who plays for, who is that? Osasuna, Serbian player, striker, for a silver player, poor rating, not that beastly stats, so I can't see him being worth all that much. We have Harnik, who plays for, is that Bayern, Stuttgart, sorry, oh, being a Mong. Stuttgart, Austrian player. Again, for a right midfielder, you'd expect better stats than that if you're going to be putting him into your German teams. There are some very good German right midfielders, so I can't see him being worth all that much. Arango, who's left midfield, plays for that Gladbach. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name. Gladbach something, the German team. Looks diabolical for a left midfielder who, left midfield is all about pace. 59. We'll just stop talking there. We then have Faguli, who's a right mid who plays for Valencia. Looks like it might be a decent player. 80 pace, 77 shooting, 72 passing, 79 dribbling, and half decent defending stats as well. So it looks like he might be able to get back. He might fit into silver French teams and obviously Liga BBVA silver teams as well. This is probably one of the best silvers. Here we go. Maurice Ballet. 85 pace, 79 dribbling, 72 shooting, oops, disappeared, 71 passing. Could be a very, very good, promising player for silver French Serie and League One teams. So yeah, definitely one to look out for him. This is probably the silver of the team. Leno, 74 goalkeeper, silver. Some very decent stats for a silver goalkeeper. So, your German teams, his German silver teams, definitely going to take a boost if you're putting him in there. And our last player is Centurioni. Now, I might put him in my team just because Centurion is a game, if any of you haven't played it, it's basically a drinking game where you try to drink 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes. You do 1 shot of beer every minute. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but, it turns out quite a lot. If you complete it, you've done very well, and you'll probably be very pissed at the same time. So, yeah, so there's our last player. Now, this is the part of the episode where I usually go through and talk about who would be good investments. Now, I'm not going to do that. If you saw my video that I uploaded this morning, I've basically decided for myself, a lot of people are saying that I'm wrong, but from what I've gathered, I am quite happy to say that I won't be investing any more money into informed players, just because it seems like all the informs have gone down in price. Like literally everyone, from team of the year players to just normal informs, to just not going up. Some people are saying yeah, they're going up, but from that video, you'll probably see that I put some pretty good proof on the screen to show that they are going down. I mean, there's obviously odd cases where they've gone up, but in general they have gone down. So investment's not such a good strategy anymore. So some people are saying that the prices are going down just because of the upgraded players, but no, obviously the upgraded, as soon as everyone realised their informs weren't being upgraded, they would go back and buy them, and the prices would go back to how they were before, so that there was no panic selling. But that should have already started, and I haven't seen anything to suggest that the prices are going back up, so I'm going to stick to my guns here and say that investment's no longer a good technique. So guys, I hope you found this video useful, enjoyable. Please leave a like rating if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will check you all later.